Welcome back to Lion Impact Podcast. My name is Esteban Hernandez. This is the owner, founder, and CEO, Michael Idowu.
Yeah, and today, guys, we're going to give your ears something to eat on and something for your mind to digest.
So stay tuned. So what is a professional bill payer?
Right, so a professional bill payer is somebody who goes to work every single day, making someone else rich without looking after their own financial well-being or wealth. Right. So just going to work every single day, you're making someone else rich once again, but you're not making any plans for yourself.
So all you're doing is just staying in that vicious cycle of going to work, coming home, paying bills, eating food. Of course, everybody's daily activities, but at the end, you're not really gaining anything for yourself.
Absolutely. So you're simply a pro bill payer because other people are waiting for you to get your check so they can do what they want to do. So, and now there's two ways that this kind of happens. So let's say you have a boss, right?
Yeah.
And your supervisor hires you, and this is a terrible example, but one nonetheless. Let's say your supervisor hires you, employs you at a job, making about $10 an hour, right?
Okay.
For every $10 an hour you make, he makes $30 off of you, right? And let's say he hires about 50 of you guys.
Yeah.
So now, at $10 an hour, you thinking you're good, right? But every 10 you make, he makes 30, right? So he's actually pocketing about 20 off.
Yeah, he's making a profit.
He's making a profit, right? And you gladly work for this guy for 10 years, 20 years, doing two things, making him rich and building up his empire.
Correct.
Meanwhile, you don't do anything but take your money and then you give it to other people who are waiting for you to do what? Spend the money.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Everybody's having their hand out.
Absolutely. And so now you're a professional at what you do. If you've been doing it for 5 years, you're a pro.
Yeah.
You're a pro. So the second way that happens is, and I imagine with me, if you will, try to paint this picture. So you get paid, right? And everybody knows you get paid every week, every Friday, right? So you get paid on Friday and Uncle Sam yells to everyone, "Hey, Esteban's getting paid, guys. It's Friday."
Yeah.
So now I want you to imagine, if you will, there's a long line. And in this long line, everyone's lining up according to priorities. So you have your mortgage or rent, right? Light bill, insurance, etc. So everybody's trying to fight for who should be first. And they're trying to decide with one another, I'm the more important bill. No, I'm the more important bill.
Who's got top priority?
Who's got top priority? Now, Uncle Sam is standing there up front, and Uncle Sam actually gets your money. Yeah. He's giving you what's left over.
Yeah.
Right? So Uncle Sam sits there and he gives you the rest, right? And he's like, "All right, I'll see you next week, Hernandez. I'll see you next week." Esteban.
He already took his taxes.
He's already took his taxes, so he's good. So now you're on the other side, and now there's a line of bills and different ways for you to spend your money. And they've all got their hand out. Right. And you've got your money and you got to pay them one at a time. Yeah. Right. So it ranges from Walmart at the very front all the way down to H&M or where, movie theater or Chili's, wherever restaurant you go to. Exactly. And they're all waiting in line and they're doing this thinking, man, he's run out of money. I hope he can make it down here and give me a few bucks at least. Right. Yeah. Because they want to get rich. They want to make money off of whom? You. Yeah. So once an individual understands that other people, and I'll tell you this quick story. There's a parking lot that I park at my job, and a few years back, the owner wanted to go to Las Vegas with his buddies. Now this is before the little pandemic. He wanted to go to Vegas with his buddies, and I remember him saying he didn't want to spend his own money. Right, so we all parked there for about $30 to $40 every month, and a new month was coming, and he knew that, I have this parking lot and I have about, 50, 60 people, but I'll just wait on them and I'll just take that money and go to Vegas. So he's waiting on me to get paid so he can go to Vegas. Yeah. And that's how painful that is. Yeah. Now, that's not his fault. He has established something so he can eat. He's already planted his seeds, right? So everybody has to understand that they've got to plant their seeds. So being a professional bill payer is, really just about giving other people your money. and them just waiting on you.
Yeah.
Well, I know Hernandez has got to eat, and I'm Walmart, so all I got to do is wait. He's coming. He can't say he's not going to eat.
Yeah, he's got to get his groceries in one day.
Yeah, he's got to get his groceries, and he's going to spend about $100, and everybody else in his family is going to come to me too. So this is guaranteed money for me.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I've established myself as a business, so therefore I can provide a service. You're not paid for the time; you're paid for your value. The more valuable you become to a company, the more they're going to pay you. Mm-hmm. The key here is not to waste that money, right? Mm-hmm. So whenever you have these people standing in your line, if you can cut H&M, the movies, just cut certain things out of that line, by the time you get to the end of the line, you might have a little bit of money left over.